Hello, shamans of pen and brush. Welcome to Riding the Rainbow Serpent, the first in a year-long course of the Shaman's Palette, The Path to Painted Prayer. I'm Jeanette Smith, otherwise known as Emberstorm in the spiritual community. I've been teaching art for a very long time. I have a degree in art, studio, and fine, as well as I am a retired high priestess of Spiral Sojourn Coven and an elder and founder of Spiral Sojourn Sanctuary, a nature sanctuary that preserves and conserves both in nature and in the old ways. So I welcome you to this course. I hope that you are as excited to take it as I am to teach it. And I hope we learn a lot of things along the way. The reason this is the first course, and it is going to be very meaty, it is going to have a lot of content to it, is we need a basis in color, understanding the meanings, our personal associations, and understanding of using it in art as well as connection. I'd like to give you a little bit of a format of what you can expect. Before even getting started, I highly advise please join the Facebook group that I will be adding for this course. That way you can all create a community who are taking the course, can bounce ideas off each other, or if you're more of a solitary kind of person, you at least have direct contact to me. I'm pretty sure Payhip will contact you with me, but if you wanted to message me directly, hopefully just once a day, but that I'll be open. You have an actual person and not just some generated commercialistic response to whatever. This course is not a mass-produced course. I've taken those. They're very impersonal and just these little snippets of info, and that's not what this is about. So I encourage you to join that group. So, if you need to message me or want to bounce off ideas, and we can share our art and various concepts and thoughts that come to us if we wish. If that's not your vibe, I would still suggest joining it just so you have that messenger option if you want to shoot me a message about something directly. The format of the class will be, there will be 5 lessons. 3 lessons will be to go at your own pace. It may be reading, it may be reflection questions, it might have videos with it, it may have art practices that go with it. Not every lesson of the 5 days of the week will have hands-on studio session, just because there are projects that are going to take you a while to get them all done. So say on Monday, you have a class that's reading only, maybe reading and some reflection questions. I would do those, and then if you're up to it, move on to the next assignment until you do hit an assignment where you're actually going to do some hands-on art interaction. There is on Friday, from 6 to 8:30, depends how long it takes us as we go, there will be a live studio class. Unfortunately, I will not have you here with me, but at least we will be able to share across the screen. I'm a very hands-on person when it comes to art, and I've led a lot of these workshops live. So this will be different, but I'm hoping that between the Zoom connection and the Facebook group that we will still have that kind of that community and that one-on-one experience for you as much as possible. So 3 classes, then the studio class for 2.5 hours, and then the 5th lesson is actually going to be a challenge assignment. I'm the kind of person that now what? I want a little bit extra. So this gives you an opportunity, once you've completed the necessary requirements for that week, go to the challenge assignment. At least read it. Even if you choose not to do it, at least read it, and then it'll pass you on to the next lesson. I do not suggest, if you figure out a way how to jump past the live class, don't do it. Take it a week at a time. This is not a rush and get it done course. There will be a live class for each week in January. And then in February, it'll be a new course. This is an enrichment learning experience. I'm hoping I have people of all skill levels. You might have never picked up a brush since kindergarten, and you might be somebody who paints regularly. I hope I'm going to bring everybody together on this venture and going deeper into shamanic art, not just the product, but the process are both important in this. So there is a supplies list, and you'll notice it's very affordable. I believe I priced it out at $53. If you have some of these supplies already at home, don't feel like you need to go out and buy them. This isn't to fuel somebody's pocket. This is just for you to have the tools that you need. I put it as an option to get an art journal, but I really highly suggest getting one. This is a great tool for art therapy and your own diary and your own progression and for your own spirit. It does not have to be large. You can get small ones that are like a 4x6. I don't usually like working small, so I like the big journals. I know Michael's has them, and they're like canvas bound. But again, that's your choice what you want to work with. I do suggest multimedia when you choose yours. That way, if you want to use some colored pencils and later on go in and do some watercolor and such, maybe some pen and ink, that the paper can hold up for you and doesn't bleed through. So multimedia is a great choice. So that is our intro. I'm excited to get started and see you in the next class.